Hey guys, so I just got done a little shooting and I'm setting up my tree stand for a week or two before season opens just so that I can air it out and whatnot. Figured I'd show you my setup since I already have my bow with me, and I could show you a little bit of how I do things, particularly with self-filming and all. So take a look at my rig here. Let me actually just switch around to the other side. So here's my Lone Wolf climber tree stand. For anyone who is familiar with these stands, you can see that I've done a couple of modifications. This isn't the stock seat on here. This is the Hunt Comfort Scout seat, which is like memory gel sort of. It's super comfortable. Makes it much more comfortable for those long sits. And then anyone might also be curious if you're seeing this. This is an add-on that I put on here for filming. And it makes the world of difference when it comes to self-filming, especially from climber tree stands. So let me show you exactly how it works. If you're familiar with the Muddy camera arm, it's basically a slightly different replacement for where the arm sits in. The other one that comes with it is really bulky and heavy, and it would be annoying to ratchet onto the tree back and forth every time. So the difference here is that when I'm connecting this top seat to the bottom platform, you can pull on these straps to pull the platform down more or up or side to side, and if you play with it enough and either tighten or loosen the back strap, you can get this so that it becomes almost perfectly level. You can see it did a pretty good job on there. And so that way, when I'm sitting in the stand, or I'll jump up in it right now, you can see I've got this here. Actually, if you look over here again, as I sit down, it pulls the front down a little farther than it should be. It's tilting downwards. So what I want to do is tighten up the back one notch. And I'll show you exactly what that does to it in just a second. So now you can see I just adjusted the platform a little bit, tightened up over here, strapped these down, and if we look closely, we're back to level again. So that's good to see. And so the benefits here are that as I see deer coming in, I've got this really long arm, which makes it so that I can get any angle behind me, all around to the side, and preferably over to this side over here. Because what I generally try to do, this is a personal preference of mine, I like to position it so that the deer come on a run to my left, because if I'm holding the bow in my left hand, it's easiest for me if I pick it up here, go to shoot, and I don't even have to stand up, and it's barely any movement. And that way I can have my camera positioned, follow them coming all the way in, and when they get to the spot where I want them to stop, I'll be able to let the camera go, maybe pan out for a second, draw back, and take a nice shot. And this is really an awesome setup for self-filming, especially if you're doing your own filming. And especially if you're in a climbing tree stand, because this provides me so much versatility. I don't have to deal with those big bulky setups that come with the Muddy camera arms. They're great setups, don't get me wrong, but if you're doing anything other than stationary hunting from the same tree, it's a real pain in the ass to bring them in and out with you, and to have to deal with that. A lot of times when I was carrying that big thing in, it's got these big metal spikes that would dig into my back if I had it in my backpack or whatnot. And now I just don't have to deal with that anymore. This is a much better solution. I've got a few other DIY sort of camera arm mounts that I've put together that work for me. So I'll put those, I'll go into more detail on those in a different video, but hopefully this is helpful for now.